My apologies. I think I know what happened. For some reason, YouTube marked it as a kid's live stream. So, yeah, I don't know why it did that. Here, give me a second here. I gotta fix something quick in YouTube Studio because right now OBS is being a bitch. Okay, let me get rid of the old stream. There we go. I think we're good now. Yeah, I fixed it. I don't know why it did that. Yeah, it's been really messing with me. My bad. Hey, Anders. Yeah, my apologies. I'm having to fix some stuff in Blender. I've been having a lot of technical issues ever since my SSD died. I don't know what's been going on with my PC. Uh, Software's reset at random, or my preferences reset at random, and it's rather annoying to say the least. That's what I want to do. So, I also got a new microphone. It's uh better than my previous microphone. So I'm happy about that. So now my voice isn't like muffled. Go ahead and separate that from the eyes. There. Let me do a quick shade smooth. There we go. Yeah, I remember I was working on. I don't know if I live streamed it or not. I probably didn't because I was so tired. But I was working on a new UV map for. I was working on a eh, new UV map for the nine-toed fox model. That way I could properly retexture it. But of course, I guess it didn't save correctly because I can't locate that file anywhere, and all my stuff's organized. I have different folders for different projects and all that. So go ahead and get the hands separated from the mesh. And then probably during this live stream or sometime soon, I'm gonna be working on new room textures actually for the game. The, deciding what I want those to look like is going to be interesting because with how normal mapping works and all that, I'm going to have to render some stuff here in Blender and see how they look inside that before I move it to Unity. Okay, those are separated. Let me get this defeat unwrapped real quick. Go ahead and just do that. Yeah, that looks like actually. Let me get a UV gridding shader on here. That way I can see what the UV grid looks like. Okay, let's go ahead and just unwrap the foot. All right. Yeah, the first foot's good. Get to the second foot now. Nice. I'm trying to think here because, hmm, uh, sorry, I'm trying to figure out the best way to UV unwrap this. Oh, that might work. Let me see here. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and unwrap this from the top over, and then I can just clear that up with seams. What rooms? Really, well, it's gonna be the more important textures like the white wall texture that's seen everywhere in like uh light zone, and then you got your office walls and all that. Damn, come on. So apparently, Sandro is releasing a public build of Ultimate Edition SCP multiplayer. I found that out this morning. Apparently, Nefto, the original lead dev for SCP multiplayer, uh, sent Xandromeda the source code. Ultimate Edition. Yeah. Well, before SCP multiplayer Unity Edition was announced to be developed, we originally were going to work on Ultimate Edition multiplayer. Yeah. Yeah, we dropped Ultimate Edition altogether. Like it's not even going to be an actual thing. It was just like a project that just never got finished. But I might make this flat real quick. There we go. That's better. But no, we're not really working on Ultimate. No, I should say not really. I think we're not working on Ultimate Edition multiplayer. And plus, I don't even think uh uh a lot of the stuff wasn't fully complete. I think how I want to do this. Sorry. I think go ahead and hide this. Oops, I'm actually deleting part of this pants. That's not what I want to do. I want to delete this stupid thing right here. Okay. Yeah. However, it's not as often as the standard game because they're using. I think they're using an updated version of Blitz 3D. It's like a custom made version, like a fork of Blitz 3D, and because of that, it's a lot more optimized and runs better on newer operating systems. Yeah, and that's one of the main reasons why we're moving over to Unity is because it's so much easier to work with because you have access to all sorts of different capabilities that you want to have in Blitz 3D. Like real time lighting it's not really a thing in Blitzkrieg. I mean, you can do it, but it's very, very unoptimized, and it's not meant for, like, actual games, I don't think. I might be wrong, but I have never seen actual footage of Blitzkrieg running real-time lighting. Yeah. Also, when it comes to animating models, you can't really use IK animating or IK rigs in, frag motion, which is what they use for the models in, SCP Containment Breach. And because of that, it's a pain in the ass because that means you have to animate everything in FK, which I mean, FK animation isn't too bad. It's just sometimes depending on the type of let's say I want a model to grab onto something and push off of it or whatever. In IK, I can pretty much set a constraint to where it'll lock that arm into place. And so if it were to bend that model like forward, the arm would stay in place, but the shoulder and all that would move along with the model. Yeah, that's a definite plus. I hate frag motion. I hate it a lot. Oh, I'm debating here. Is this a good debate? It could be. So here's the situation here. When it comes to seams, what I personally like to do with the seams, because if you were to bake this into Adobe Substance Painter, which is what I use for texturing, these red lines right here, this is where the textures would pretty much cut off and they won't be seamless right here. So what I personally like to do is pretty much make like a stitch, like a clothing stitch along these seams. That way they look realistic and they also hide the fact that there's an actual uh, UV seam right there. Now I could move these UV seams outside. That way I can put like a long seam for the pants right here. But then I don't know how that would look with the pouch. Let me look at some pictures of jeans. That way I can get an idea of how I want this to look. So I can see where the seams are at on the pant. Give me a second here. I'm looking here. Oh, I am actually mistaken. No, we're good. Yeah, I'm overthinking stuff again. Of course, I don't know why I thought the seams would be on the outside. We're good. I was just overthinking. Uh, how do I want to do the body armor? I'm also definitely going to separate this as its own thing. Nice. Base, I guess. Here, here. Let me make this its own tab real quick. See, this is what I'm wanting to do for the armor. I'm just not sure how to do it though with this model. Window capture, yes. There you go. Boom. This is what I'm trying to go for with the nine-tailed fox model. Trying to go off of that for this. I'm just not sure how to do that when up here on the MTF chest area. You got all these different pouches, and then it kind of extrudes outwards. Here, let me rotate the model to the side a bit. It extrudes outwards a bit. I mean, I can try and attempt to make it work. It's just going to be really interesting to pull off. Is this for Unity? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Yeah. Before anything's like officially like good to go, it's mostly gone through by Exandro and the other members of the development team, and then of course if there's problems with the model, then they'll tell me what to fix, and that's pretty much the gist of it. So right now, what you're seeing, this isn't official, at least as far as I'm aware of. Bring this around to his neck area. Yeah. Uh, Originally, the very first design of the MTF model here, let me pull it up here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. When the model was first being made, here, let me bring it up here. I'll go ahead and just make this full screen for y'all. There you go. So the this is the Undertow webpage. No, no, this is no. Here, give me a second. Here, I gotta pull it up here. So this is images of the MTF model being made. What I thought was interesting was the gas mask. The part of the gas mask got like taken off, I think, or just reduced entirely. Yeah, because let me hide OBS here. As you can see, the mask on the right side, or no, it'd be his left side. That filter is completely gone, and then was even a flashlight put onto the side of his helmet at one point. It eventually got removed because, of course, engine limitations, because there's no point of having a flashlight that's non-functional on the model. On his hips were more pouches, I think. Of course, they got removed. Here we see the texturing process of the model when it was first being made. If you actually look at the original MTF model, you can see that the textures were a bit different. Basically, chest area looks more like an actual ballistic, not ballistic, but an actual bulletproof vest rather than just pretty much metal. And then you also get to see some of the concept art for the nine-tailed fox model, which is what I'm currently using right now as a reference guide of how I want this model to look. Yeah. So basically, you get your pouches and all that. I'm going to try my best to make it look like this as much as possible. However, since there's no normal mapping when the model was made, because it looks like it was. Let me slow down a bit so y'all can understand what I'm saying. Since there's no normal mapping when the model was made, because I believe this was a hard surface sculpt. Uh, Pretty much it's going to be a pain in the ass to simulate the actual vest texture. They got some more just forum stuff. So enough of that. We'll continue our work here. Now, what I could do is select here. Actually, I'll select that later. I'll experiment with that. I'll mess with all that stuff later. I just gotta get this stuff UV unwrapped. Oh man. Oh, no, wrong. What the fuck? Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay. I forgot about the fucking, uh, crotch thing. What do we call it? Shield. We'll separate that from the model. Right. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Hmm. Here, let me go ahead and just undo that. Interesting. Oh god. What the fuck is going on down here? Is this the front? Oh yes, it is. Okay. Let me increase the UV, see where it's messing up at. Oh man, I'm tired. What's my opinion about Martin? I don't really talk to Martin all that much, so I don't know what to really say. Yeah, he leaves me alone. I leave him alone. I don't have beef with him. Martin's a Discord friend. We They joke a lot about him on our private Discord. Interact with him before. I mean, yeah, I don't really have much to say about him. No, Kennedy, it's a different Martin, I think. I think there's 2 different Martins on SCP-CBM. I mean, at least I know 2 different Martins, so I'm not entirely sure which Martin you're talking about, Kennedy. So I do know a guy who you might like that I play with. We call him, Mr. President. It's a joke. Also, why am I having difficulties with the face all of a sudden? Also, I should probably go ahead and unwrap the head or separate that one from the head. Yeah, there's 2 different Martins. Give me a second here. I'm getting pinged up on Discord. What the fuck is this? I get a random fucking picture of a guy. Okay, I'm not even gonna ask what that is. Okay. My friend want me to hop on SL with them. Let me tell him that I'll join later. All right. Let me get the shit removed from his head. What the fuck is going on here? Just some. I mean, SL, like the gameplay mechanics and all that. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Especially some of that animating that they've done. I mean, though the community is pretty weird at times. I got banned from a server because I killed a D class, and they made it a big deal. And that's one of the main reasons why I always check the server rules before I play on any server because they usually complain if I kill somebody. You get those jerks, yeah. The server I play on, they like me a lot. I have no problems with them. Hell, I'm even an admin for them. I don't play often though. I only play whenever I just need a break from working on stuff. Hey, it's Soviet Cactus. Kennedy, that's the guy I was talking about. You might like him. Mr. President, I'm sorry. I have to work on this. I mean, I don't have to work on it, but I want to work on it. I'll join y'all later, okay? I promise. Yes, so Soviet Cactus is Mr. President. That's what we call him. Also, what the fuck? Oh, I see now. Sorry, I'm going mentally insane doing this. How does this look? Actually, I think it's best if we keep that separated. Yeah, with how, whoa, what did I just do? The hell? That's weird. But no, I would play CBM more. It's just I have like over 900 hours in that game. They already added that mystery entity. They added it's called the A7 and some other weird LMG that's meant for the MTF captain. Both of them are stupidly powerful. I sat there and I killed like 3 SCPs with it one time. My fucking sister's boyfriend sitting there saying the N word. I don't know. I want to keep your hopes up about Unity. I think they're both great games. Hell, some of the developers for SCP-SL, they're pretty chill. They're nice people. Also, I had to figure out what is going on with the eye back here because the fuck. Here, I have an idea. No, that just made things worse. Hey, it's Snow Brawler. What's up, man? How are things going on Ultimate Edition? Whoa, what did I just do? God dang it, stop spinning me around. My mouse is not wanting to work. I don't know why. No, stop. Oh, I gotta fix my mouse. It keeps spinning me around in circles. I just wanna pan. Here, what if I just do this? How does that look? Okay, so that fixed that issue, I think, with the eye being all wonky in the back. What about this one over here? Equally wonky. Uh, no. Snow Brawlers works as one of the devs for uh Ultimate Edition. They've recently been working on as far as I'm aware of, AI testing, I guess. Improving AI. And that's as far as I'm aware of. They have a Discord server if you guys want to find out more information about that. They usually keep you updated about what's being worked on and what's being updated. Let's see, what does that look? Ah, amazing. We do not talk about that day in 2001, Mr. President. Son of a bitch! Come on, stop throwing me around, Blender. My mouse keeps flicking her. Oh, Blender is just the superior program. It's totally not buggy at all. And we got UV stretching right here. What does the face look like so far? Here, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just start throwing stuff around. Because I am going to separate the head from the body. Go ahead and hide that. Get snapping on, scale and all that down here. What you talking about there, Mr. President? No, I never meant that way, and you guys took it out of context severely, and you guys still gave me shit about it, even though that's not what happened. Okay, we'll move the eyes over here. What is this to? Which side is it? That's the right. Actually, it might just be best if I just did this instead. Thank you. Uh, uh, Snapping enabled. Oh God, now Ed Sheeran's here. I'm gonna laugh if you manage to get Greg, of all people, to get on here. That'd be funny if you guys did manage to get Greg on. Is Greg even in the Discord? I don't even know. All I know, he's a weird man. Very weird. Because that's the right eye. Greg is banned. How did Greg get banned? I know he's weird on SL and also can be annoying at times, but I'm kind of surprised he got banned. Right, now, time to experiment here with this. This right here is what I'm curious about because I wonder because in the original screenshots of the nine-tailed fox's model's progress, they had a flashlight on the right side of its head, along with the actual filter being out. Foresting. Mr. President, explain to the people on the stream what foresting is. I want to hear your words. Uh, Here, give me a second. I gotta look at the original reference images so I can get a better understanding what it looked like. Uh, who is pinging me on Discord? Fuck. I'm getting random pings out of nowhere. Extrude it a bit more. Make it a bit bigger. Hmm. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Because with how they did it, it's just pretty much just the. That's not what I want to do. It's just boom, and then it's extruded out like that. That physically can have anything behind it. What I thought about doing personally, when it comes to working on making a new storage area for 939, uh, first make it wider, of course. Make it, uh, like I said, bigger basically. But I would personally add a balcony of some sort, and there's stairs leading up to the balcony, and the balcony leads into a control room where you need to go. Uh, in the control room, there is one switch which powers on uh whatever uh power what the switch in the control room powers the electrical box, and then the original switch down there that turns on the door, you need to get to the second switch to turn that on. Then you can access the other side. Uh, I'm not sure how to explain it in good detail where it's better to understand. I'll have to block something out in CBRE and kind of send it over for you guys to check out for yourself. But I would add like some type of control room, and then from there, just more stuff to interact with, like almost like a puzzle. And while you're doing that, you're having to avoid 939. And since it's a bigger area, you can add more 939 instances. And that's what I would do personally. Uh, I mean, it's easier to say than do. It's not an easy process to make new rooms, or at least new rooms that are good. So, what was the keyline? UV straighten. No, wait, or was it all active quads? Kind of like that. Here, go ahead and just move that down like that. Oh, I am Sophie. Shut the fuck up. Wait, what? Huh? Huh? Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Oh, Sophia, shut the fuck up. That's so fucked up. God damn, dude. No, I'm just gonna go and just no, don't fall after quad. Unwrap. I'll just redo the layout. I don't care. I got time. Saul is screaming, I got to go, but you know what you did. Mr. President, what are you assuming? You know assuming is bad. It makes an ass out of you and me. Have you ever heard that term before, Mr. President? Hmm? I wonder. What was the keybind again? Oh, I don't want to mirror. Why I want to mirror? Oh, there we go. So for those who aren't very familiar when it comes to UV unwrapping, what you do is you mark seams on on a model, and what these seams basically tell Blender is you're pretty much taking the 3D model and putting it onto a 2D plane. It's a process that is needed and the process is needed in order to properly texture the model. Uh, if you have bad UV maps, it's extremely difficult to make good textures. And in this case, the original nine-tailed fox nine-tailed fox textures, they had overlapping UVs because what they would do is instead of just separating all the UVs into like their own different parts or uh, margins or UV islands to be more accurate, they just stacked the UVs, which in some cases isn't a bad thing to do. It's just the process and how they did it was pretty bad altogether. It was pretty sad how the nine-tailed fox movie came out. What do you mean by that? What's wrong with the nine-tailed fox mod? I say for a game that was made on a very, very shitty engine, they did a hell of a job, even though the game was in development for like almost God, how long was the Nine-Tailed Fox mod in development for? I could have sworn, like, when I was, like, almost 6 years old, it was still being developed. It's old as hell. I feel like a boomer now. I feel old. I used to watch, like, yeah. It has been in development for a long time. 'Cause if I remember correctly, Vane Brain, the lead dev for the Nine-Tailed Fox mod, he worked officially for, SCP Containment Breach, but I don't know when or why he left the team, but he went on to go do his own thing, which was the Nine-Tailed Fox mod. Story mode was not the best. The story mode is just lacking. Uh, However, when I was playing the Nine-Tailed Fox mod, I found myself to get lost very, very easily. I felt like I was just sitting there roaming around lost. Like the map feels bigger. Yeah, I will admit that I got lost pretty easily trying to navigate it because I felt like each room just repeated on and on and on. Was it 2018? I'm getting I know it's been out for a long time because I think I watched was it Batsty play it? Play like a demo of it? Yeah. I think it was Batsty, he reviewed the mod at one point. I think that's the first one I watched. There's also oh my god, I just got memories. Holy shit. There was an SCP-682 game I used to play with my friends when I was, like, young. I mean, I was I was so young. What was it called? Let me see if I can search it. Uh, I remember when I used to play it with my friends. What was it called? It was this. Uh, oh god, the memories. It was just called 682, the game. This is what I remember playing when I was, like, I was young. It's by Batsty. I just sent a link to the video. This is what I used to play with my friends when I was a lot younger. I didn't Gate C have a modeled room at one point? Like, there was an actual Gate C? Or am I going insane? I coulda swore there was a Gate C room that just never made it. I don't know. I'm not gonna make promises because, it's Xandro's the lead guy. I just do what he says. It's his final decision on what makes it to the game, so not mine. So I'm not gonna sit here and just make promises that won't come true because that's just being rude and disrespectful to you guys. Who's pinging me? Oh, some weird stuff. Yeah, the files. Vain Brain says he has all sorts of like unused files, like especially when it comes to like the announcements from like Duke or it's Duke. I think that's his name. There's like so many unused sound. Okay, I think the helmet is good for the most part. I guess I can bring it into Adobe Substance Painter and see what it looks like. Jesus Christ. It's getting mad. Just call this MTF head. selection only. Oh, I almost forgot to, actually just call this MTF underscore head. Yeah, make sure shade smooth was enabled. OBJ, vanilla, MTF head. Loading a substance painter right now. Capture there. There it is in all its glory, Substance Painter. The overpriced software that I use almost daily. Amazing. We'll bake it and see what it looks like. Actually, not bad. No, but there's some weird distortion going on here. Interesting. Okay, so I guess never mind. Weird. Sorry, I was checking Blender real quick before it check stuff out. I'm curious here. Ugh. Actually, what kind of gas mask? Was it the G5 gas mask? GP. I'm thinking of the fucking Russian white one. Fuck. Uh, uh, No, I make 3D models. I'm just more into, we're trying our best to use the original models as possible to keep the, original SCP containment breach look. I mean, there's gonna be some graphical changes, of course. It's just we're trying our best to keep the original, aesthetic, you know? I mean, here soon, I'm going to college for a major in 3D computer animation and modeling, so mm, very interesting. So I was looking at the, original texture for, the gas mask. I might we'll experiment around here in a second once I get the entirety of the model, UV unwrapped, because I'm just right now I'm doing the head. And also looking at the original, nine-toed fox model, I'm trying to make sure I get the proportions right. I'm trying to figure out where does the mask end? It looks like it goes all the way up to the head before the thing starts right there. Yeah, but then right here it just cuts off completely, which doesn't seem right to me. So I'm going to go in there with the brush and fix that issue, which shouldn't take very long to do. Actually, I'm going to put this in front. That way I can't go over. Shit. Weird deformation going on towards the back side. Right there. It's deformed. Ugh. No, how about I worry about that part later? No, his face. What is this? His. Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay, so not going straight. No, I can. It's just I'm trying to make sure it doesn't look weird up here. We'll figure something out here in a second. I'm trying to experiment with how I want to do this. How would that look? Sorry, I'm trying to. Hmm, no, 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 never mind. Let me get that push over. It's gonna look weird for a second because I'm about to pull up the nine-tailed fox texture real quick. Uh, there it is.
Attention all personnel.
Soundboard was on still. Didn't realize that. It appears we got a seam in the back, so I gotta fix that. That's when the seam brush comes in. This is the most amazing thing to ever exist, is the seam brush. It's amazing and it's reliable. Get some pickering going on, get straight. Looks awkward with how it's spiked out like that, but better than nothing. I'm gonna fix this real quick. I can't tell. I'm trying to debate on what material would the face be. Would it be a super rough material? Would it be glossy? Just here. Let me pull up the image so y'all can see what I'm looking at here. Uh, capture, yes. No, I'll just do screen. Yes, discard. I don't care. Yes, discard. God dang, bro. Uh, we don't want media source here. Yes, we do image. PCs. There. See ya. The problem is that I'm trying to determine what material the face would be made of. Um, because there's not really much information about it, really. Hmm. I'll have to experiment around with stuff. Let me get some mix between the two. The rough side, yeah. Actually, I have an idea. Let me copy this mask. Let me look up fabric.
Attention all.
God damn, I keep hitting the stupid keybind from my stupid. If I were to do that, black mask, paste into black mask, bring it down here, then you get this. Let me make it. I can't determine if I should use. I want to make it finer. Uh, give that a try. I will make this roughness 0.4. Uh, hmm. What does the helmet look like? Looks like. Here we give this a try. I'm gonna go ahead and let me see here. Uh, This actually might work for what I'm wanting to do. Maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break to play with some friends. Let me save this. I'll probably stream after I'm done with my friends, which I don't know how long it's gonna be. But anyway, I'll be back and it shouldn't take very long. See ya.